Today we're going to talk about what kind of power does your power of attorney have. I'm estate planning attorney Mike Smith with Smith Barid LLC, and I'm one half of the Estate Planning Guys. Thanks for joining me today. We frequently get the question from clients, what exactly can the agent on my power of attorney do with this power of attorney? So it's important first to realize that the agent that you've named on your power of attorney has a fiduciary responsibility to you. With a power of attorney, you are the principal, and the person that you've named as your power of attorney is the agent. And the agent has a fiduciary responsibility to the principal. So what does that word fiduciary mean? It means simply that the agent has to always put your interests above their own. So someone operating under a power of attorney must always put the interests of the principal first. That means that an agent under power of attorney is not allowed to take money out of your account and give it to themselves. That is what we call a breach of fiduciary duty, and that can be a criminal act. At the very least, it's a civil liability issue. And so you or someone on your behalf could file a lawsuit against that agent who is breaching their fiduciary duty. One question with respect to powers of attorney is, can the agent under power of attorney create a living trust? The short answer to the question is yes, but it's a little more nuanced than that. So it really just depends on what your power of attorney says and state law in your state. In some states, you can delegate the authority to create a living trust to a power of attorney agent. And that's usually specifically listed in the power of attorney as a power that that agent has. And it says, I authorize my power of attorney to create revocable inter vivos trust, fancy word for living that, lawyers like to use fancy language. But that says I'm giving this agent the power to create a living trust on my behalf. You can give them also the power to create irrevocable trusts. You can give them the power to deal with the IRS on your behalf. You can give them the power to deal with your bank, to deal with the U.S. Postal Service. You can give them the power to do basically anything that you can do. Most states will break out those powers into separate things, and so in some states you would initial. If you wanted an agent to have a particular power, you would put your initials beside it. In other states, it's more of a general language that says, I authorize my agent to do all the following things, and you could sign that at the bottom. So it really varies widely as to what powers you can or cannot give your agent under the power of attorney. In most states, you have a lot of choice about that. It's important to talk with your estate planning attorney about what the options are to understand what power that you're giving to someone. So if you authorize them to create irrevocable trusts on your behalf, you need to understand what that means. What am I authorizing them to do before you execute the power of attorney? But you can give that agent a lot of power with the power of attorney. And that can be very important if you find yourself in a situation where you're incapacitated and you need someone to be able to pick things up and take care of matters on your behalf. So as I said, I'm Mike Smith. I'm an estate planning attorney with Smith Barid LLC. Thanks a lot for joining me today. If there's anything we can help you with regard to your estate planning, click the button below and schedule a discovery call. And be sure and subscribe if you haven't already, and click the bell for notifications about when our next video comes out. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, then take a moment right now to subscribe by clicking below and turn on the bell notification so you get notified every time we post up a new video. Right now we're posting 3 videos a week with lots of information about various estate planning topics, so you're going to want to make sure to stay on top of that. Click below to subscribe and click right over here to watch the next most relevant video about estate planning. Go watch it now.